Plaintiff Jose Franco says he and the defendant were friends with benefits. But Jose now realizes she just used him for sex and money. Jose claims one night after sex, the defendant asked for a $3,000 loan, which he gave her, but he has yet to be repaid. Defendant Elizabeth Enrique says she valued Jose's friendship, but after he loaned her money, she claims he stalked and harassed her, so she's countersuing.
Start with you.
Your Honor, I'm suing the defendant here because she has used me for sex, and then she used me for my money. So I met the defendant a couple years back, around 2018, through a friend of a friend. What started as a friendship later became a friendship with benefits. It went like that for about a couple months until, we would hang out, meet up, my place, her place, she'll call me. It was more like a booty call thing, late night, you know how that goes. We'll meet at my place, her place, at bars, drinking, partying, but it always ended up at my house.
That wasn't just a booty call. Y'all were dating.
Nah.
That was your woman.
No. It was just...
Booty call, you don't date. You call them.
Right.
On the way from wherever you coming from, the club, typically. Right. You make a call, what you doing?
That's it.
Sleep, and I'm gonna come through there. Okay, come on through.
That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Oh, what you talking about
exactly.
is dating. You dated her.
No dating, but okay.
Romanced her. You did.
Friends with benefits.
You loved her.
All right. No. Okay.
Sir. All these guys getting in here and talk tough. Like, it was just this, it was just that. You loved her. Go ahead.
Right. So, what later became friends with benefits, we would hang out, party, and that. So earlier this year, where, right after a long night of partying, we're in my house, in my bed, butt booty naked, She knew right when to attack, the right moment, right everything. She leans over and says, hey, can you please lend me $3,000 so I could pay my divorce?
Hey, that's right. That's right. I like that about you. You know what to do.
Exactly. She knows what to attack. So, moving forward with that, I went ahead and said, okay, sure, I'll do it.
I'm sure you did.
In exchange for a 10% interest on that loan.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. She agreed to the terms and conditions. I have a promissory note, which you'll see on page 2. On the evidence.
Plaintiff Jose Franco says he and the defendant were friends with benefits, but he now realizes she just used him for sex and money.
Let me give some background from her, and then I'll let you resume where you were. Yeah, ma'am? You want to tell me about yourself, your friendship, your relationship, your engagement, whatever?
No engagement.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. So the reason why I'm here today is actually I'm countersuing him for the $3,000 due to the fact of harassment. One thing is that, yes, I did confide in him when in time of need I needed some help.
Did y'all have a relationship? Let's start there. You did, didn't you?
No, absolutely not.
What was all the going out? That was just...
What was the reason for going out? No, because he obviously wanted to take me out. You know what I'm saying? But
right,
the whole extra that he just explained himself was that was extra.
Right. That was
okay, one thing is going out, one thing is the other extra part. There was no need for that.
Okay.
That's going back in February. Yes, I did need time and help. You know what I'm saying? Under certain circumstances. Obviously, I didn't want to get to ask him for anything because I do live by one saying, never makes money with friends and family.
Just give it to him if you have it.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to ask him for that because obviously my friendship with him I did value our friendship. I met him back in 2017, even with my soon-to-be ex-husband. Okay, so I never really wanted to mix the whole money situation with the friendship. Okay, but now obviously it has become a harassment. He will come to my, my property. He even showed up.
When were you to repay?
There was no deadline. The deadline based on the agreement, the promissory note, was basis if I didn't pay him within the whole $3,000. Obviously, every 2 weeks it was 10%, which was $300.
Okay. Go ahead.
I did pay him once of the $300. Obviously, after that, things has happened. You know what I'm saying? But I always told and intended to him, I'm not here to run away. I'm here to will pay you. Every time he would text me, I would text him back. Okay. The only thing that was the fact of him showing up at my property. Okay, unannounced, showing up at my father's.
When?
If you go on page 3, on page 3 of the packet, okay, it has a date there of March 8th.
All right.
Also, if you go on page 10 of the package, it shows that he has a message there saying to me that he will stalk any friends or family to get to hold of me.
Okay. You describe the incidents. Let's start there. The first time he harassed you.
March 8th.
Okay, tell me.
After I already have given him the first $300.
Give me the scenario. Describe what happened.
What happened was, obviously, I wasn't at the property, but he took a picture, which is that picture that shows on the package. Okay, he sends it over to me, letting me know I'm here. Okay, and I will stay here in front of your house until I get a hold of you. Okay, and then ever since after that, he was trying to like stalk me, and he went to my father's house as well. My father and himself had a discussion. Okay, my father basically, based on what my father's words were towards me, where it's like my daughter's 37 years old. She's a grown woman. She knows from right and wrong, and I'm pretty sure she'll pay you right back.
Good.
Please leave my house. That's what my father told me. That told him. Okay, and I'm pretty sure my father was saying the truth. So ever since that, it's just become a harassment. I had to block him from social media. I had to change my phone number because I had to always watch out for myself to see like what is going on with Mr. Franco.
Phone number.
Okay.
I'm looking for a deadline on this loan, sir.
It wasn't written, but she said there was going to be a short-term loan only for about a month.
I can only
no, it didn't say, but either that, she didn't agree to the monthly interest rate on that. She never paid anything. I would call her, she wouldn't pick up. I would text her, she'll text me a day later saying, oh, my uncle's in the hospital.
Sir, she said she in. All
right, it was always
says
a
is
story.
I promised to pay the whole. I'm not debating on you about
Right.
an agreement. I'm
Right.
a lawyer and a judge. What am I doing debating with you about what the agreement means? So give me some more scenarios of harassment since you saying he harassed you up to 3,000. So far, a picture that he took of your home.
Correct.
And then he visited your dad.
Correct.
Another time. Anything else?
Based on also page 6 of the evidence package, he was saying there's a message there saying I will stalk, I will reach out to other friends and family members in order to get a hold of you.
Because she wouldn't give me face, Your Honor. She wouldn't pick up my phone call, so I needed to go alternative, motives to an effort to collect my money. She manipulates. She does a story after a story. Call me Friday. I call Friday. It's a story. She does this around the neighborhood. She rips off people, and then luckily I did something about it, Your Honor.
Who else has she ripped off?
Well, I heard that she also got a loan from someone else in the neighborhood, and she never paid that person back. Okay, Your Honor?
Where'd you hear that from?
I heard that from somebody that's close to her, and I don't want to say the name because I don't want to put him on record here.
All right.
Plaintiff Jose Franco says he and the defendant were friends with benefits, but he now realizes she just used him for sex and money.
Why are you going to folks' houses and you...
Well, sir, the reason I'm doing that, Your Honor, is because I've tried many ways to cope with Elizabeth here. I've told her, Elizabeth, you could pay me $10 a month if you want. You could pay me $10 a year if you want. But show interest, show effort that you're trying to pay me. You haven't done none of the above. I call you, you don't pick up. You only text me. And when you do text me, you text me a day later saying, oh, my uncle's in the hospital. Or my dad's here. I'm going to close the house this week. But call me Friday. She gives me bad checks. All she does is waste my time, Your Honor. I will not be here standing in front of you if all she had to do was pay my money back or do at least pretend that you want to pay me back. Don't just leave me in the air and wait months and months and months to wait till we're here in front of Judge Mathis.
So instead of getting in trouble, going to somebody's house, going to their parents' house, all these other things,
Your Honor,
why didn't you file a claim against her? That's what people do.
Yes, sir, Your Honor, and I tried to do it, and I didn't want to go to the court. I didn't want to bring it here. I tried to do it, civil. Like, hey, look, talk to her father. Can you talk to your daughter? Make her pay me.
Yeah,
somehow to
you were
avoid
harassing her and stalking her by your own words.
Right, Your Honor, but at no point do I need to stalk anybody for that matter.
You
at
did,
all.
though.
Yeah, Your Honor, but in reference
you didn't even have a deadline as to when she was paying. Why do you think he came now if there was no deadline? I'm asking you.
The reason why, I don't know why he doesn't, there was never a deadline. I'm not sure as to why there was never a deadline, but I did promise him to pay him that. I even gave him my passport.
Yeah.
I even gave him my an actual real gold necklace of mine as collateral.
That was fake, Your Honor.
No, it's not fake.
Yeah, I had it checked out and it was fake, Your Honor. Almost as fake as you.
Honestly,
almost as fake as you.
I came here because I have nothing to hide. If I had something to hide, I would never be here in front of you, Your Honor.
Fake chain, Your Honor.
You know what I'm saying?
She has tricked me since the beginning.
And honestly speaking, I don't have time for harassment. I really don't. For him, I would never harass anybody for that matter. That's why there is courts, and that's why it's that. And that's why I'm here today.
Yeah, okay. I want justice, and I'm going to get justice.
Okay, you told him you would pay him when? When did you expect to pay him?
When? Never?
Obviously, no. I told him I will pay him.
When?
I will pay him. When? And when am I going to pay him back?
Yes,
if I would have it right now, I will give it to him.
No,
I will give it to him.
Tell him you would be able to pay him.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
When did you tell him you would be able
I will tell him, listen, I will pay him every 2 weeks.
No, you listen. Was there an
No,
agreement?
saying,
And what were the dates? Don't come in here
it.
fast talking like you talk to him and these other street guys.
No.
You haven't paid him a thing. Zero. Have you paid him zero?
Yes, I've paid him $300.
All right, is that correct?
Yes, sir. But that was just the interest, you judge. That was just on the interest of that first month.
So I'll grant you a $3,000 judgment. She has admitted she hasn't paid. And the reason she says she hasn't paid is because you went to her father's and you sought to collect in various avenues.
Your Honor.
That she felt she was being stalked for. However, I'm going to conclude that she was being deceptive. And as such, I'm going to dismiss your harassment claim. I think you were trying to intentionally defraud him of his money. Judgment for the plaintiff, your claim is dismissed. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. We wouldn't be here if you would have just paid me. We could have all avoided this, Elizabeth.
Oh, no, you could have avoided a
No,
whole
you could have
harassment.
just paid me.
Honestly, Jose, you're okay.
Bueno, we're here today, okay? It's over.
Get your
We're
money
done.
back. I have no problem giving it to you back.
Okay.